So every once in a while, a company will send me a sample of their product and ask me to review it. So I never review any that I don't like, but occasionally I come across products that people send me that are just really pretty cool, and I like to show other people about them. I don't get anything for advertising them, so there's no paid endorsement or anything like that. So if I say I like it, it means I really like it. So this is one such product that I really do like. It's a fire starter, and there are lots of fire starters out there, and I've tried a whole bunch of them, and this is probably my favorite of these, sort of the type that you just generate a spark. It has a little magnesium rod on the back, and it just works really well. All right, so what you've got here is you've got a little handheld unit, and I'll put the link on the bottom if you want to get one of these. But it's got, of course, the little fire striker here, and it's got a magnesium rod on the back, a big piece of magnesium. And you know, it generates, what's really nice, it comes with a little piece of steel attached to it too, a little sharp piece of steel. So you can, of course, you can use your knife edge too if you didn't have this, but it generates a lot of sparks. I'll demonstrate that. You can see a lot of sparks, very easy to generate the sparks. And even without the magnesium, you could probably start a good fire if you had a little tinder. But what I want to do is I'll scrape off a little bit of the magnesium onto the paper here, and you can see it scrapes really easily. This steel that they gave you has a little bit of an edge to it, and so it's easy to scrape off this magnesium, and you just get sort of these little filings like this. And the magnesium, of course, is highly flammable, and you'd put it with your tinder, and it helps to catch that spark and in turn get the fire started. So you end up with this sort of source of fuel right here on the rod, which is nice. Now again, this isn't the only company that's done this. You can buy magnesium rods, but they've done a nice job sort of combining it. So I'm not going to start a whole fire, but what I'm going to do is just show you how easy it is to ignite it. So again, I've scraped just a little bit of magnesium, took just a few seconds, and I'm going to throw some sparks on it. And you can see it catches like really quick and easy. Very simple to start the fire. And so, you know, just within a few seconds of some magnesium scraping and then throwing the spark on it, I was able to get the fire started, and then I could easily drop some tinder onto it and get a fire going. So a very neat, effective product, not terribly expensive either. They come in two different sizes, at least they did when they sent these to me. There's a small version they call the lanyard version, and then there's this full-size version, which is the one I used right here. All right, so just a really cool product. I encourage you to check it out. And the second product I wanted to show was sent to me by Campcraft Outdoors. Again, I'll put the link on the screen in case you want to check out some of their products. So they were nice enough to send me a sample of some of their goods that they sell. And they sell a lot of different things on their site, so you can go check that out. But one of the things they sent me was one of their knives. And now, their knives are made out of the, you know, sort of tool steel, very hardened steel. Very, you know, not a polished, you know, beautiful knife. But a very practical knife. It's certainly comfortable in the hand, and it feels like a homemade knife to me. I suspect they make them themselves there, and you know, it doesn't have a razor sharp edge on it, but you could certainly put that on it. But it's a nice knife if you were just out in the woods and you wanted to, you know, start a fire or chop a sapling or do something, anything, just work with a knife and not worry about, you know, having a really pretty knife where you're blemishing the blade or something like that. It feels like a workman's knife, something that you could actually use out in the woods, which I like. Anyway, so it's a nice knife. It comes with a nice leather sheath with it as well. And then they've got a lot of these waterproof canvas products, which I like. Like this one, for example, you could easily make as a little bag for, let's say, fire starting supplies or something like that, and it folds right up. It has a little tie, and you tie it up like so. And you'd have a nice little pouch. You know, it has a neat feel to it. It's a waterproof material. And they have all different sizes. They have small ones and large ones, and this one's like a big duffel. So a pretty neat product if you were a person that was an outdoors person. You know, feels very authentic, very sort of old-timey material. You just don't find stuff like this anymore. And I just like the uniqueness of their products. So anyway, give them go to their website and just check them out, see what they've got. Maybe there's something there that you think could be a neat gift or something you might like to try yourself.